Hello, everybody, and welcome to the $5 rapid fire Black Friday through Cyber Monday fun deal sale, whatever you want to call this thing. Here we are. I'm so excited. How is everybody? I've been excited for this all weekend. Yay! All right. Hello, Kirsten. Hello, Jackie and Sarah. Hello, everybody. So far we already have, oh, Vicky's here as well. We have 3 donations already, and we're just gonna kind of play this by ear. I assume Jessica is Jessica Lynn in the chat, but I don't want to always assume. Yeah, we're just gonna play this by ear. This could be a decently short live stream or a relatively long live stream. That is up to you. I am just setting the intention to be of service to whoever needs some guidance today. And these are going to be more rapid fire style readings, meaning we're going to get right to the point. So we're going to draw a card or two or however many we need, because it doesn't always just get covered in one card, and all of that. But for the most part, these are going to be very short readings. And if you have, say another question comes up during your reading, like it does in my regular readings, you can always purchase yet another reading to get more deep into what we already covered, if that's something you would like to do. Or if you would just like to save that for a future live stream to dive deeper into those energies, we can absolutely do that as well. Those seem to be more go with the flow, slightly longer, or quite a bit longer than what we're going to be doing today. But I just figured for those specifically that maybe can't afford the longer form readings or just don't normally want to spend that kind of money, it's just a thing. So $5 readings today. And this is something I used to do once in a great while on Sundays. I would maybe do 2 or maybe even sometimes 3 of these a month back in, I think it was in 2021. I don't think I've done any of these in 2022. But yeah, we always had so much fun. And yeah, we just love to see what we're gonna get. So it looks like we have another donation coming in from Kirsten. So I'm gonna go ahead and add her to the list. And I don't want to take too long to be getting into these. So what we're gonna do is do a very quick collective reading for everyone who's here. And then we are going to be diving into our list. And this is the current order I have. And you can pay through either SuperChat or PayPal donation, and it's going to be a $5 fee for across the board. It's not going to be more for SuperChat like it is for the regular readings, just because $5 price point is a pretty low price point anyway. And I know that SuperChat usually takes about 33%, but 33% of $5, I mean, it's already a low amount anyway, so it's not a big deal. So yes, hello, Florence. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is just go ahead and get into our collective. Just wait for people to come on in. All right. And hopefully, I don't mind that our list gets a little out of hand as far as getting very long, but I might at some point, Amber, or whoever would like to help with the list, if we do get, 20 people backed up on a reading or for readings, I might need a little assistance with the list, but so far I think I've got it managed. But all right, collective energies, there we go with that philanthropy energy, helping people out. Maybe you're being helped, but the energy is basically being balanced. And in the traditional Rider-Waite depiction of the Six of Pentacles, we have balanced scales as well, or scales. I don't remember quite if they are balanced or not. But there is this gift-giving kind of abundance and mentality coming in, both giving and receiving. This isn't a take energy because there's a very distinct difference between receiving something and taking something. Receiving is, allowing that to come in with an open heart and knowing that energy is going to balance. And it's most likely you're receiving something because of past good deeds coming in, specifically with the Justice card here. A balancing of energies, good karma, bad karma, difficult situations, easy go with the flow situations. But with this 10 of Wands coming in as well, this is being able to really lay down those burdens. So any burdens that you have had recently or even have right now, these things are being fixed or kind of, balanced, I guess is the best word to come in. These burdens are being balanced. So not that all the burdens are leaving your life, but they are coming in to, give you these lessons. And once you learn these lessons, they're going to go on their merry way. But of course, in the meantime, there's kind of what I like to call a recalibration period, which can sometimes feel, our physical bodies can feel the recalibration of energy. If there's a timeline shift or an energy shift, cosmic energies coming in, old timelines collapsing, we can feel it in our physical vessel like crazy. So be sure during these days, there's a lot going on. I felt a huge collective shift in the timelines about 3 days ago now, 2 to 3 days ago, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, it was Friday, right after Thanksgiving. So if you felt, maybe a weight lifted, but at times we got to recalibrate our energy to that lighter energy. If a weight has been lifted, or if we've let something go, or closed out a cycle, or, finished something, we need sometimes just a bit of a grace period to allow ourselves that time to catch up. So that's what we are collectively dealing with right now. Thank you so much, Florence. I put you down for 2. And we'll write 2x for 2 times. 2 questions for Florence. Alrighty. Current list. So let's go ahead and get one oracle card in the mix here for our collective message, and then we're going to dive right into these $5 questions for everybody that has purchased a $5 question. All right. We have 2 coming in, and this came out the other day. I cannot quite remember with what, but we have the citrine crystal, and it says unnecessary worry. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. So releasing the burdens to step into that healing. So if you don't even know how to offload some of the burdens, or really temper or balance some of the burdens that are going on in your life, you can ask your guides, angels, crossover loved ones, your higher self, God, source, whatever you call to, for help in lifting these burdens. And then we have yet another beautiful yellow energy with the amber here. Give it to God. So yes, giving them to God for healing and solutions, and then literally give it to God. So this is just repetitive, broken record at this point. But take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release, or as I like to say, let go this situation to God for healing and answers. So you guys have probably the most like cards, or alike cards, in this whole deck for the collective message. So this is just a double whammy of when you're unsure of how to move forward, or you're worried about something, you can let this go or give it to God. Give it to your guides, give it to your higher self to handle and deal with. Of course, you're doing the brunt work or the grunt work out in the 3D or the more material world, because not everybody is in the 3D anymore. That's a fun fact. So many of us are like, yeah, I'm out. Not to say that we're completely existing in this 5D self-actualized enlightened state, because no, we are not. We are still very much tuned in back and forth with the 3D matrix. But as we work to raise our vibrations and help collapse this 3D matrix, we have no choice but to ascend. And those, situations and people and things in our lives that just don't line up with this higher vibration, it's becoming increasingly difficult for us to continue in these dynamics, these systems, these relationships, whatever they are. All right, so that is our collective. So our very first question was from Vicky. It looks like we had another donation coming in, so I'm going to quickly update my list. And then I know Vicky wanted a general from her email that I saw earlier. So get all these put back, and then we're diving in. Who's excited? I'm excited. I'm gonna take a quick drink of water, update the list, and then off we go. Okay. So that next one coming in, go to my email to double check, because PayPal cuts it off in the little preview. Brianna, awesome. We've got you down for 3, it looks like. Perfect. Okay, so let's go back over here, and the degree adds 3. Let's do that. Okay, X3. There we have it. We are accumulating a nice little list here. I love to see it. So I'm going to take Vicky off that list, since we are diving right into her question now, and adding the Lynn to Jessica's name so we know who we are reading for, as if we would forget. But there we go. Yes. Oh, you love citrine, Kirsten. That's so cool. I actually have one right over here. Let me grab it. I myself love citrine. And it's such a great stone for abundance and manifestation as well. I got a couple of them here. And these are from Inner Vision crystals, so they are like top grade, like gem quality. I don't know all the other fun terms, but I love them. This one's more of a smoky citrine than this one. I don't know if you can quite tell in the lighting situation, but oh my gosh, obsessed. I love it. It's beautiful. Maybe we'll just leave those beauties up here to shine their lights as we do our questions here. So let's dive into Vicky's question. Rapid fire style. She wants a general message, please, from anything that Spirit would like her to know right now. For Vicky, tuning into Vicky's energy. Ooh, you are working away at something or honing your skills, really refining your craft at something. This could even be a hobby or something that you are wanting to learn. So if there's, and there, oh, I'm getting chills, Vicky. This is so exciting. Spirit is bringing in a fun hobby or something that, you can always monetize this, but this to me feels like something you're really excited about and you just lose hours and hours just working on it, but it doesn't feel like a loss or a waste of time because you're learning, you're honing this skill, you're practicing something. This could be creative, this could be musical, this could be something to do with your line of work. It could be all of the above. They're not wanting to qualify this. Look at this. Manifestation station queen empress herself. Look at this. I'm tripping over my words. And Spirit is very close at hand, and that empress represents the mother, and your mother is very, very close at hand, and just she's like she's like that nosy neighbor with the curtains, pulled back, like looking through the curtains, like, oh, what's going on over here now? Like she's super excited about whatever this is. I want to see if we can get any other guidance for Vicky before we close out on this new thing she's really working on. This could even be yourself, just working on your self-esteem, your look, your health, all of the above, really. Yeah, triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. And that earthly, beautiful empress herself, but she is also very spiritually attuned. So you're really working the mind, body, spirit angle here and bringing beautiful manifestations to life through your triple moon here, mind, body, spirit connection. So wow, Vicky, wow, can I have your reading? Oh my goodness. Super excited for you, Vicky. I don't know that we could have packed any more punch into that small, quick reading. Oh, I still have chills on my crown. So there is a lot of spiritual support with you, Vicky. I'm like, the level of excitement since I started your reading has just completely amplified for me. So I'm tuning in already to this energy, and I'm like, yes, bring it on. Vicky deserves this. If anyone deserves this, it's Vicky. This is beautiful. All right. So up next, we've got Jessica Lynn. Go ahead and post your question, my dear. We'll get right into that for you. And I'm going to, between questions, just take off the top name that we're reading for and add any others that come in. And so far, we are caught up on our donation list. Perfect. And Jessica Lynn, go ahead and post your question, my dear. We'll get right into that. And then on deck after Jessica Lynn, we have Treasure Hustlers. And Jessica Lynn would love a message from her guides for 2023. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I think you had posted that in your PayPal. So if you don't want to have to type your question out here, you can always type it in PayPal or your SuperChat. If you're doing the SuperChat route, that'll work. Ooh, well, we got a lot going on. I didn't even get into the question. Are these Jessica's cards? Yes, they're telling me these two are not, but these two are. Let's just see what these were. I just want to know. Ooh, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and I was dealing them upside down, so that's my bad. But these are your cards for 2023. What is Spirit bringing in? We got 9 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. Wow, you would have had 3 of the 4 Knights in the deck. But what I'm seeing here for 2023 is you are closing out some cycles of anxiety, stress, worry. And not to say that 2023 won't have its moments of the same. It will. But you are finding ways to connect to your emotional state in a much better way that you can overcome any stress, any anxiety, any obstacles. It's almost like these anxiety, stresses, or obstacles that seemingly stand in your way are acting as fuel to your fire to overcome what is standing in your way, because we have the 4 of Pentacles in the middle here. So this is all about being able to set a really nice foundation for yourself financially. And with the Knight of Cups, this is you getting an offer from someone that's very emotionally fulfilling, and you also possibly being an emotionally fulfilling offer to a lot of people in your life. Being that, rock, being that pillar of just decency and love and respect for those in your life as well. Let's see if we can get her a making magic message for 2023 as well. Jessica Lynn. And here it is, healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. And with that Knight of Cups, there's also a lot of emotional healing you're doing, physical healing, and like healing of your financial situation. Even if you're already really good financially, you might be healing aspects that are kind of standing in your way from bringing in more abundance, bringing in more finances. And this isn't just you. This feels to me like your inner circle, your significant other, if you have one, your family, your siblings, your friends, your parents, just everyone in your life is starting to find this way to level up or save money in areas where maybe they were spending a lot. But it feels to me like there's a big healing in financial situations and emotional situations, and specifically situations that are tied to finances and emotions. You might have, even in the past and at times in 2023, get a little stressed about money or ways to increase that money coming in. But as you work through this, you are healing any aspect that is holding you back to really help unlock or tap into even greater abundance in your life, Jessica Lynn, which is such a gift. That's amazing. All right, I hope that resonated for you. So up next we have Treasure Hustlers. So they can go ahead, if it's either Jackie or Sarah or both of you, go ahead and post your question. We'll get right into that for you. Aw, big hugs to you, Jessica Lynn. Yeah, it looks to me like you're really feeling through any stress and anxiety that you've got going on. Again, not to say it won't come up or, happen, the stress and anxiety, but a lot of times stress and anxiety just is kind of, you know, the stress and anxiety. It's not even real. It's kind of borrowed trouble from our future that we're unsure of. And, sometimes that could be difficult. Sorry, I kicked my cord that's connected up there on the camera. All right, message from Jackie and Sarah's guides, please, Spirit. Ooh, some sort of celebration. If that's a Three of Cups that I think I saw. I'm pretty sure it is. Ooh, what do I got? So exciting. Okay, so we have, yes, that Three of Cups. Big celebration. There's going to be something to celebrate. I don't know if there's some sort of wedding, event, up level to your social circle, your family, union. I'm seeing unity, love, celebration coming together. And wow, with the Magician here, no less, and the Chariot. Wow, big success. There might be a long-term goal that either one or both of you have had that is coming true this year. With the success of the Chariot, you may, though, have to make a decision between leaving certain people, situations, ways of life, ways of making money, um, you know, just things that are no longer working for you or that you've outgrown in some way, to really tune into what is meant for you and really bringing in maybe even a really good close knit circle. If you already have a close knit circle of friends and family, this is just a major strengthening of that bond, a doubling down of, yes, we are meant to be together. We are meant to be in each other's lives. This is amazing. With that Magician card, this is you stepping also into your more spiritual aspects and being able to manifest the life you want. Pairing that up with the Chariot, which is also about travel. So through travel, you're going to unlock so much more spiritual, abundance, gifts, access to your light, access to your purpose, your mission. Collaborating with other people, I see, is something kind of a theme, and they're really pointing this into 2023. Of course, you can also tap into this energy right now. But yes, I don't know. I wanted to, with that right meow. I think that's from Super Troopers, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, but I remember it. So I don't know if you guys were thinking of getting a cat, or you do have a cat, or something about a cat, or maybe quite possibly just a pet in general. Because sometimes if a cat or a dog comes to me, that just to me represents a pet of sorts. It doesn't have to be that exact, genre of pet. Let's see with the Making Magic, what else Jackie and Sarah can expect, what their guides want them to know. Oh, the cat, so cute. Love the kitty cats. They're so fun. I actually have a scratch on my hand from my in-laws cat. She loves so hard that she starts to knead, and she got caught like in this little piece, well, it was on this hand, right here between the thumb and the palm, and she got caught on me. And I'm like, ow, but I love you. She's so fun. And her name is Thisbe, which is like a Shakespeare character, and they named her at the shelter, but my kids call her Frisbee, and I think it's the funniest thing. Yes, I love it when they knead. It's so fun. All right, what else for Jackie and Sarah from their guides? You get two. I'm really seeing this as Sarah. This is Jackie. Okay, so for Sarah, we have Dragonfly. You bring light to this world. Well, so does Jackie, but also Sarah. And then Earth for Jackie, Ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. And I think 2022 might have been a really difficult time, specifically for Jackie. Something you've been going through, maybe even with family, or just kind of finding your place in the world or finding your place in the crowd. But for Sarah, you're coming in with this dragonfly energy. And anytime you see a dragonfly, a symbol of a dragonfly, anything going on, a T-shirt or an actual physical dragonfly out in the wild, that is your sign from spirit to shine your freaking light. I love it. Thanks again, ladies, for your donation. This was such a fun read. Oh my goodness. Feels to me like the energies are just really amplifying to help us step into our power. Specifically right now, of course, yes, but also in 2023. And reminder to everybody, 2023 is a universal year number 7. That is huge because it only comes around every 9 years. So yeah, it's not that rare. It's just as rare as any other number. But at the same time, it is a number of introspection, of us really tuning in and wondering, who am I? What am I here to do? Really tuning into those deeper questions of life. So all of us are having access to that universal year number 7 energy on top of whatever else. Thank you so much for the super chat. If that is you wanting another question, just let me know. Sometimes people just donate as a thank you, and other times they want another question. Just let me know. That's your life path number. Oh, Jackie, that's my life path number as well. So every time it's a universal year number 7, I'm like double amped up on the whole spiritual track. I love it. All right, up next we got Kirsten. She's already got her question out, and it looks like we've got 5 questions remaining, 2 for Florence and then 3 for Brianna on deck. We are just cooking right on through this. I'm having way too much fun, you guys. I'm definitely gonna have to do this more often. I missed this. It's so fun. Okay, so for Kirsten, will I get accepted into the grad school program for human resources management? Let's ask. Let's find out. Ooh, that one wanted to come out. Where'd it go? This one. Well, yeah, there it is. Okay, 9 of Wands. So you're very close to a finish line with something, but I want to tune in to see if this is rerouting you or if this is, because this is something you've been working toward for a very long time. So if you have like an undergrad degree in this same thing, I would say it's an absolute yes. If you do not have an undergrad degree, this is something maybe you've been working on for a while. But with the Page of Wands here, there's an inspiration to move forward. So I would say with this combination, this is a big yes. If this is what you want, and if you take the proper action steps to go after this, it is yours. It though might be a lot of hoops to jump through, a lot of paperwork, kind of a headache, but at the same time, it is so worth the journey. Let's just see anything she needs to know about this move. Ooh, yeah, it's awakening something within you. Even if for some reason you don't make this, program, just you applying and following through and taking these steps you're guided to take in this direction is going to awaken something within you that is really going to unlock a bunch of just purpose and passion and what you're here to do, and really put you on a path that you feel empowered on, whatever that looks like. Whether that is this human resources management, or if just you going down that track leads you to something greater, which doesn't it always? But whatever is coming in for you, you got the 10 of Pentacles. So I would say absolutely do everything you can on this track to jump through all the hoops, fill out all the paperwork, go through all the steps you need to do to go on this journey toward human resources management. But at the same time, maybe it's unlocking something else that has nothing to do with this, but you going down this path is unlocking something. So keep that in mind. But if your heart is set on this, I would say it's a go, it's a win. We've got long-term, foundation and stability here. So I would say absolutely go down this road. Yeah, you're thinking about starting a nonprofit, nutrition education. Yeah, see, nutrition and education in this, Western diet that we all, Western, American diet, standard American diet, SAD, standard American diet. It's really sad what we're told is healthy and what we're told, really not much about. Like most of us don't know about herbology or, how to make our own medicines from things that grow in our yard. We're taught that we need to take pills and do all these things and, eat this food. And really, if you want to know what Spirit showed me about like the food pyramid, the pyramid scheme of the nutrition, Spirit told me way back when I was in school that actually if you turn that pyramid upside down, that's probably closer to the way we should be eating. Very funny, but not exactly, because they've changed that food pyramid and food triangle, food, what else? Like food square. I've seen like 4-part thing. Like, it's always just messed up. I don't know. Anyway, we also have here little luxuries. Generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. And the Ten of Pentacles is a card of luxury. This is a card of absolute luxury and being able to accomplish, and not just accomplish things, but actually be able to enjoy your accomplishments or the money that comes in from your accomplishments. You're able to use that money to enjoy your life and splurge on some little luxuries. So I would say absolutely take this step. It might lead you to being able to start this nonprofit, or it might lead you a whole other way, but just you taking the steps you're guided to take in any moment, that is leading you to your destiny, really. So wherever you end up is where you're meant to be, really, ultimately. And you're in charge here. So just following the steps you're guided to take. If you decide not to take them, it doesn't mean you're, going to be rerouted or you're on the wrong path at any point. You will always find your way to where you're meant to be. That's what I like to say. Oh, you donated for 2. Put your questions in PayPal. Thank you so much, Michelle. I will put you on the list, and we will, if you need me to timestamp, I absolutely can timestamp. Thank you so much again for your donation. Let me know if you guys want that as a question, because you guys have donated over $5 again. You would like to be added for another question, or if you're just doing that for fun, like I never know. So just let me know. Yes, please timestamp. I will absolutely do that. So Michelle Lynn X2 timestamp. I'm gonna write timestamp there so I don't forget. Hope I spelled that right. Okay, Florence, and I think she had already posted her questions as well. Oh, we have another one coming in also from Cheyenne. Oops, let me see what I did here. Oh, I just copied it twice, so it looks like my list doubled here. Okay, so we got Michelle Lynn times 2, and then Cheyenne for another read. There we have it. Okay, that is our current list. So Florence, first question, which I know she posted ahead. Okay, one more question. Awesome. I will add you right before Cheyenne, because actually, no, you were right before Michelle Lynn. So, and we're timestamping hers anyway. So treasure hustlers, add you to my list here. In that order is what I've got. So boom, there we go. So Florence, question 1. Let me remove that old list. Scroll up, 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 up. We will find it. Question 1, should I spend Christmas with my family? That is always a very interesting question to know the true answer to. Ooh, we have the Lovers here. So yeah, that might be a big decision. Usually you're making a decision that is in your highest good or best interest. So if you feel like spending time with family over the holiday is going to be a drain on you, I would say against it. But if you feel like, well, maybe it'll be good, then I would say go for it. Yeah, it just might be you feel very chaotic in certain family members' energy and it's a burden to you. But at the same time, you're working through some of these triggers or challenges with family. So I would say it's probably in your best interest, not to say everything's going to go smoothly and perfect. It probably is in your best interest at this point that you could spend some time with them. Yeah, look, happy family gathering, all of this, weddings, celebration. I would say it's in your best interest that, yeah, you will probably have a really decent and good time, but not to say it won't have its challenges as well. I don't know if maybe traveling is the challenge, or figuring out sleeping arrangements is a challenge, or just dealing with certain people's attitude is the challenge. Spirit's not being too clear on what the challenge might be, but they're saying you're going to be able to overcome this obstacle or challenge through just showing up as your authentic self. That's really all you can do. And sometimes our authenticity will trigger others who are not living in alignment with their authenticity. So that being said, I would say it's probably in your best interest to just show up for Christmas, spend the time with your family, but be authentic to yourself no matter what. That is basically the main theme here. All right, what else does Florence need to know about her question of spending time for Christmas with her family? And we have here Tree of Life, true wisdom and making good choices in life. And that is to the heart of what the Lovers card indicates, is making choices from that true place of wisdom and good for yourself. And usually what's in your highest good that's not acting from ego or selfishness, it's in your true soul's highest good, then it's always in everyone else's highest good as well. That is a fun fact. And sorry if there we go. The camera just stopped recording. It does that every 30 minutes or so. So I would say, yes, it's in your highest interest to act and do what is best for you, and that will be what's best for everyone else as well. Okay, so up next, we have your second question. Is it in alignment to continue with the development of my aura spray as a new business? Ooh, I love that. And what I'm already hearing, Florence, is your intention is everything. So if your intention is to help so many people and that these aura sprays are basically the magic in anything, just putting this out there for everybody. The magic in anything is the intention we set, using our beautiful soul creator light that, is that life force energy of us, our creation energy, and then setting the intention to allow that creation to flow and go out into the world and meet other people and help other people. That is everything. So I'm already hearing your intention will set the stage for what is meant to be. But let's see. Is it in alignment for Florence to continue the development of her aura spray as a new business? Even if this doesn't become the thing that sustains you, because sometimes, Spirit's really being direct with this message for you. Sometimes trying to monetize our hobbies or our passions is actually the worst thing we can do. Not to say that that's your case, but for some of you out there that, you've got this hobby. Sometimes when you have to monetize it and be on deadlines and get orders out or, whatever it is that you're creating, it can sometimes zap all of the life and, the life force out of it because it's now an obligation. It's not just acting from that true place of passion. There's an obligation to it. All right, 2 of Wands. So you are making plans. So there is absolutely room for expansion on this business. If that's what you choose to do, absolutely. And 7 of Wands. So sometimes you might even have to defend yourself. I don't know if this is friends or family or even just your own mind or your own ego. Like, oh, who are you to make these sprays? No one's going to buy them anyway. You suck. Like, we all have this crap that happens in our heads. And it's just like, get out of here. And I really do see this more as a battle between your soul and ego, or higher self and ego, more than anyone external to you saying, oh, what a waste of time. That's stupid. No, it's mostly just in your own head or in your own mind. Like, well, who would even buy this anyway? And just trying to overcome those. But planning really well can help. And then Page of Swords, getting the word out about your business. So this to me feels like it's mostly going to be an online business rather than like a brick and mortar store that people can go into. But if a brick and mortar store people can go into is your ultimate goal, that is something you can absolutely plan for. But I would say start small and start, through word of mouth is the first step of the page. Second step of the page would be online communication, social media platforms, a website, things like this to get the advertising name or word out there to people. Let's just see any words of guidance or wisdom for Florence. But I would absolutely say this is an alignment. It's not always going to be the easy path, though. But really, what we're doing is easy. Not much that I've ever come across. I get bored too easy if it's too easy, right? I need something to work toward. And I think you're kind of the same way, Florence. If it's too easy, you get bored and just ho-hum, let's find something more challenging. This will be a challenge, but in a good way. I don't see this as anything that's, going to make or break you, but it's really going to be something you can, cultivate and grow, almost like a garden. It's really beautiful. Any words of advice or wisdom for Florence on this? Little luxuries. This comes out again. Generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. So at the very least, your little business that might expand into something bigger later on is going to grant you that extra income to be able to afford little luxuries in your life. Or maybe your sprays themselves are those little luxuries other people are treating themselves to. And it feels really good. It feels very aligned with purpose because look on the back of the deck, we also have the Judgment card. So this is part of you awakening to your higher aspects by bringing through these beautiful aura sprays that other people can benefit from in this life. So it's really beautiful that you're sharing this talent of creating these aura sprays with other people. Love it. Yes, do it. So cool. Oh, you have $100 piece of citrine packed away, Kirsten. I'm just now reading that. That's awesome. Yeah, citrine is so lovely. And I actually got these on like 50% off sale. I think the most expensive of these two was maybe $20. And the other one was like $11. I got a huge deal on it when they had a special. I think it might have been their Black Friday last year. But if you're part of their VIP, which is easy, you just sign up and you get 50% off all the time. So I love Intervision crystals for that. They're always giving back. All right. So up next, we've got Brianna for 3 questions. And we had another donation coming in from, I think it was Marlene. Just double check we didn't have any others. Yeah, Cheyenne and then Marlene. Add her. Okay, there we go. Current list. Scroll back down. Oh, you have citrine in your purse and wallet. Yeah, that's a great place to put it. It really does help with abundance. Um, oh, you want a short read on what's coming in love? I love it. I love it, Cheyenne. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna keep maybe I'll leave the list. I don't know. It's an extra step to keep deleting them. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad they're helpful for you. I think you already know what to do. That's the beauty part. A lot of you already are in alignment with the guidance coming through because it was already in your own intuition most of the time. Maybe not every time, but for most of you, I think you're very tuned into your own intuition that you already kind of know the answer. All right, Brianna, and I'm not sure, did she leave her questions in PayPal? I'm gonna double check. Might have just been for 3 readings, and then she was gonna post them. Let's see. Yeah, 3 questions. Okay, so Brianna, go ahead and post your first question, second question, third question. We'll just get right into them. And up next on deck, we've got Treasure Hustlers yet again, and Jackie and Sarah wanted to know when they're getting a new car. I remember their question from earlier. I'm gonna take a drink of my water. Who's having fun? I'm having fun. Are you having fun? Okay. It's Brianna. Let's see. And I'm not seeing Brianna coming through. So I think we will, of course, when she comes back, we'll pick right up where with her. So for now, I think what we're going to do is move into Jackie and Sarah's question. Will they be getting another car anytime soon? I'm already seeing 2023 in my mind's eye. So yes, absolutely next year sometime. But let's just see any guidance surrounding this. Wow, look at the Pentacles energy. So there's going to be money coming in that is going to allow you some extra. If you're, buying a car outright, or if this is something you're making payments on, you're absolutely going to be able to do this in 2023. And I'm really seeing Taurus season. So that's the earth energy of Taurus season, which in Western astrology, Taurus season starts April 16th roundabout, if I'm not mistaken. And that lasts through May 21st or 22nd. You can Google, double check. I'm more up with the Vedic timelines of the zodiacs, so I'm not 100% sure, but most people that follow me do follow Western astrology, and that's the timeline I'm getting is Western astrology Taurus season. But if it doesn't happen during that season, most likely it'll happen during Virgo season, which is, later in the summer. Oh, there's Brianna. Okay, we're going to finish with Jackie and Sarah's question. We're already partway through. Any other guidance? More pentacles, yeah. So just having this element of patience kind of through the winter time here and getting, don't tell Sarah that. Yeah, aw. Yeah. So I'm really seeing that as long as you're putting it out there that, yes, we're in the market for a new car and you're looking for this car and you're, saving the money for this car, or, however you're financing this car, you're getting that secured and squared away and taking action in that regard, then this will happen. Could even happen before Taurus season if you get all your duckies in a row. So I would say at the very latest, this is happening no later than May 21st, 22nd. Yeah. So, and be a little more open-minded, especially if she's got her heart set on a very specific, make, model, and year. She might actually be changing her mind on that. Sarah might change her mind on, well, maybe I'll try this other model of car. Maybe it's the same year, but it's a different car or a different model, make. I don't know the whole terminology with it, but yeah. Especially though, if she's had her heart set on one specific kind of car, she might find that she's shifting that perspective just a bit. I want to get one more. Any word of wisdom or advice? Oh, Brianna's back. She was just lagging. Okay, no worries. We will get right into your question in about 2 seconds, Brianna. But anything else Jackie and Sarah need to know about this car purchase? Okay, we have safe and happy travel. Look at this. So you might actually be traveling a couple towns away or more to purchase this vehicle or to pick this vehicle up or to be shopping for this vehicle. Protection from harm when journeying. But this car is going to be safe. You're going to be very safe and secure in this car. So that's very cool that this card came out for your car question. And then Felicius, oh my gosh, how do I say that? Felicidius. Power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. So you might hear about this car for sale in a very serendipitous and lucky kind of way. But yeah, it's gonna happen in this year. Next year, I mean. I'm already like on the 2023 like tuning in timeline. I'm ready for it. Who else is ready for it? I don't like to wish my life away. I mean, I know we do still have a nice little chunk of 2022 left, but I am here for the universal year number 7 of 2023. I am here for it. Oh, you are so welcome. A Maserati. There you go. Dream big. Get it out there in the universe. Yes. And Florence has donated for 2 more questions. Awesome. Let me get you on the list again. X2. And boom. Okay. So we did Treasure Hustler. So Brianna, I think she had posted her first question, so we'll get right into that for her. What does Spirit want me to know about SID? Ooh, let's find out. Thank you so much, ladies. I appreciate it. Best of luck and wishes and good karma on your new car. All right. Thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate you guys so much. And just so everyone knows, all of your donations are going into this account that it's going to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. Oh my gosh. In 2023, that'll be 4 years. And she's still living in her camper. And every day I'm dreaming and trying to manifest her a home she can move into. And that's where all of this live stream money is going. Just week after week after week after week. It's adding up, which is very exciting for me and I'm sure for her. All right, what does Spirit want Brianna to know about SID, please, Spirit? Ooh, well, there's a King of Cups. This feels like love vibes. This is someone, at the very least, who has your emotional needs in check, or they are interested in making you emotionally fulfilled or happy in some way. Thank you so much, Florence B. Thank you. Yeah, I do have a playlist. That's right, Jackie. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Not letting me know, but letting them know. Yeah, there's a whole playlist that we go through the whole journey of, the emotions and tearing the house down and everything. But let's see. Yeah, this person's very in tune with their emotions, whoever this person is. But at the same time, these more in tuned emotions and more spiritual aspects of themselves can be confusing or make them feel stuck in life or stagnant. Because I think this person grew up thinking they had to prove themselves really big in the material world, like make a lot of money, have a nice house, have a nice car, have nice things. But at the same time, those things don't emotionally fulfill this person. So it can be very confusing that, this is like what we need to do, the name of the game. Yeah. With that Wheel of Fortune, this is all about, grinding and hustling and making that coin and doing the thing. But it's not as fulfilling as this person thought it would be or was told it would be growing up. This to me feels like, I'm going to go back up to your question just so where did it go? It's somewhere here. Yeah. But this to me feels like, not to say that all this fortune or fame or whatever it is in this person's life that's coming in, there's a lot of recognition. This person is recognized for being at the top of their field in whatever they're doing. And if this is not current energy, this might be future energy. But at the same time, this is not what gets their motor going. This is not what fulfills them emotionally, is these external things. It's the deeper connections and people in their life that are what is it for this person. And let's tune in. Anything else we can know about this person in this short reading, please? Ooh, 8 of Wands. Yeah. If this person is just come on your radar, or you guys are kind of dancing around, maybe getting into a relationship quite possibly, things will move very quickly. Either very quickly that you will know that maybe this isn't my person, or very quickly that you're like, wow, I think I really want to get involved with this person. Whatever's going on, something is shifting very quickly, and it's for the highest good of all involved. So whatever that looks like, whether you guys are friends or, getting to a deeper connection, things are moving quickly. And maybe you met this person quickly and things just kind of happened quickly. But let's see what else. Any words of advice or wisdom in this, connection, and just whatever else Brianna needs to know about SID, please. Ooh, Labyrinth. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration and enlightenment. And yes, look at the crown lit up on this Hanged One energy. And like I said, that just fortunate circumstances in the external world just isn't going to do it for this person. They need that, the king here, the king of enlightenment, the crown of enlightenment here. This is all about feeling good on an emotional level, but also spiritual level. And he is someone who is transitioning to a higher level of being, that higher vibration. It's really beautiful energy that I'm picking up from this person. Whether they are your person or not, I guess remains to be seen, but I don't see any red flags as far as relationships for this person. Of course, they probably have had their fair share of whatever in relationships, like all the rest of us have. But I don't think they're allowing that to keep them from exploring and being deeper connected in the emotional sense with people in their life. So I hope that resonated. Wow, we really got an influx of donations coming in. Thank you so much, you guys. I am going to double check all of our lists. And Brianna still has 2 questions remaining, which we will get into in about 2 seconds. And I don't know, Get to Lecca, can you just entertain me and let me know how many questions you have donated for? Because I'm not sure the whole rupee to US dollar translation on that. If you can just let me know, dear, and I'll put you down for that many questions. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So yes, we've got quite the influx here that I'm going to have to go over to my email and check these out. Okay, so we had Cheyenne and then Marlene and then Florence, which I think that's where I'm caught up to. Yes, that's where I'm caught up to. And then we had 2 questions for Amy and then 1 more question for Kirsten over on PayPal. So Amy times 2 and then Kirsten. And then, so those of you that already posted your questions, I might ask you to post them again, just to be safe, that I don't somehow lose your question. But I'm going back up here to, let's see, Get to Lecca and then NC. Oh, 1 question, $5. Okay, perfect. See, I never know. I never know the translation here. So Get to Lecca was the first of the super chats here. And then N. Okay. There it is. There is our list. Okay. So we are working through Brianna's questions. Oh, question 2 for Brianna. What energy does my future self want me to embrace right now in order to reach my highest vibration this week? I love it. All right. So what energy does Brianna's future self want her to embrace right now in order to reach her highest vibration this week? Ooh, there is a collaboration. There's a coming together. There is a meeting up with friends or family or just those deeper connections. This isn't, to me, feeling like just acquaintance energy. This is really those people that you know their heart, they know your heart. Really tuning in with them or finding ways to heal those deeper connections in your life this week as well. And one of the deepest relationship things that we can heal is our relationship with ourselves. But of course, there's 3 people on this card. But the 10 of Swords, you are doing some healing this week. That is for sure. And I don't see this as the traditional 10 of Swords. I'm really seeing this as past energy that may be kind of reverberating into this week for you. Past life cords that you're cutting, past in this life also cords that you're cutting, or letting go of toxicity from the past, trapped emotions, traumas, wounds. You're just allowing through the movement of your body, just getting moving, even just walking in nature or walking even on a treadmill if it's all you've got, or around your apartment or your home, could really get that energy flowing, especially with the intention that as I move my body, the energy that is no longer serving me flows out of me, and the energy that will serve me flows back into me. And just setting that intention as you work, as you move, as you go about your day could really benefit you this week, Brianna. But what else does she need to know? In order to reach her highest vibration this week. Hello, Peggy. Welcome, my dear. It's been a minute since I've seen you. Ooh, Knight of Cups. Yeah, really tuning into your emotions and not allowing your emotions to run the show so much, but allowing your emotions to tell you what you need. Allowing your emotions to flow through you and not attach to them, especially if they're past energy, because you've already been there, done that. If these past, traumas, wounds, resentment, guilt, cords from past relationships are coming up to heal this week, you don't have to pick them apart, examine them, become a detective. Just allow yourself to feel them and let them flow. That is going to really help. Yes, yoga flow. They said flow right before I read where you said yoga. So just getting into that yoga flow and just allowing these emotions to flow through you, or just anything that your body is physically ready, and even your emotional field, your mental field, and your spiritual field are ready to, release or let go this week. Just to let it flow through that yoga, through that movement, even through washing the dishes and walking to your car, whatever it is, you're allowing this energy to flow this week for sure. And that's really going to benefit you. And then we have again, Felix Felicitius. Again, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. And to me, this feels like such a lucky event. I mean, to me, this is like Coachella vibes. Like in the background, we got the tents and like festival. They've all got their glasses raised and all of this. But what I'm really seeing with this is you being able to tune into those connections that really benefit you and you benefit them. It's not like oh, I'm not hanging out with you because you don't benefit me. It's not like from an ego place, but it's more from a vibrational place of hanging out with higher vibe people sometimes can benefit you, especially if you've been through it. But also you being that kind of higher vibe for those who are currently in it, going through it, have gone through it, to help bring them up to your level. Because, a lot of times when we're on this awakening journey, we might feel like, oh, I can't hang out with that person anymore. They're too low vibe for me, which, that's such an ego thing to say. Yes, there are certain people we need to maybe protect ourselves from, or, take in small doses. But I really see you embracing that this week, is you being there and holding space for those who are not quite on your vibration, yet at the same time, also seeking out those of like vibration so you can really amp it up, if that makes sense. But that is your highest guidance for the week ahead with your energy, which is such a beautiful message. I think we all could benefit from that for sure. Hello, Brandy Lynn. Happy holiday season. Oh, look at you being that gift giver. Oh my goodness, Brandy Lynn, that is so sweet. And because you are so sweet, I would like to also do a reading for you, my dear. So yes, I'm going to copy my list and double check that we didn't get any other donations. All right, so one more question for Brianna. And there is my list. Let me just double check over here. No, Kirsten was our last PayPal donation. So then that, and so I would just say, I'm going to say Brandy Lynn. That's 3. So 1 for Brandy Lynn, and then 2 for other people that we will just allow Spirit to select from the chat. How about that? I love it. Yay. Okay. Yeah, PayPal is better because YouTube takes 30% of super chats. Yeah, they love to do that. But I get it. It's their platform. They can do what they want to, right? Yes. Oh, good to see you too. Just got done with my live on Facebook, and it's nice to be the audience of yours. Oh, yay. I'm never on Facebook, so I always miss that. Oh, you clicked out? Oh, no. Let's get a special message for Brianna from Mama Monica. I love it. Tuning into her energy is like so fun. She's so fun. She can be serious though. Like, let's just put that out there. She can also be serious, but she is very fun as well. She knows when to play and when to be serious. Message from Mama Monica for Brianna. She's got something to say, that's for sure. Ooh, look at this. I'm seeing she's bookending it. She's doing she's giving you the constructive criticism in the middle and bookending it with really great things to say. Yay. But she's like, I'm not criticizing. So she's definitely not criticizing. This is just more, I guess, suggestion for making things better for you. Making things more happy and enlightened for you this week. But I'm really reading this as like the week ahead for you. Energetically speaking, 4 of Wands, this could just be you doing a lot of things around your home or kind of vibing at home, whether you live with other people or just alone, or any pets that are there. You're just making the most of the energetic connections. I think that's kind of a spring off of your other reading that we had right before this. But then with the 2 energies in the middle here, this really is, maybe you're confused or going back and forth about a decision that you might want to make, or just unsure really what direction to go in, and maybe even getting caught up in, well, I can't do that, or I'm not good enough, or in the past this happened, and just trying to stay out of that like ego, where the ego likes to keep us safe and a lot of times stuck in that energy. Mama Monica, I want to get a clarifier on this specifically. What is her advice for this? I mean, I'm already reading that star as kind of the end, like outcome or advice, but I want to see specifically on this more, maybe getting caught up in your head energy this week. Ooh, specifically if this is you wanting to start something new, a new relationship, a new job, a new hobby, a new side hustle, just a new habit, quite possibly, or a new mode of healing. Just allow yourself to make these decisions, any decisions you're making, from a place of love rather than fear. Because this combination right here is making, like, oh, I better do this so that my friends are happy, or well, if I don't do that, then so and so is going to be upset about it, or well, if I don't save this money now, then I'm never going to have enough to buy this later. And sometimes that is smart advice, but other times when you know in your heart something is meant for you, it's okay to spend money. And that's something that a lot of us, especially those that grew up in like more lack mentality, and Mama Monica might have been one that grew up in poverty or, paycheck to paycheck, and she always wanted better for her children and their families and their families and their families. And it's okay to spend money specifically on yourself, because that's a thing a lot of times that we, especially moms and women, we want to spend it on those we love, and kind of save ourselves in the back seat for last if there's anything left over, time wise or energy wise or money wise. But she wants you to, there might be something you've had your eye on. This is very interesting. Might be something you've had your eye on, and because of the time of year it is, Brianna, you might be like, well, oh, I would love to buy that for myself, but like it's like holiday time. I gotta buy gifts for this person or do this or do that, and that's kind of a frivolous thing. She's saying buy it. She's saying do it. And I don't know if this is like a Black Friday deal or a Cyber Monday deal, or some deal you're getting that you're going to save money on. It's better to save money now and get it done than to finally eventually purchase it and pay full price later on. So if there is something that's kind of crossed your radar, like, oh, I'd like to buy it, but like, I don't know, it's kind of do it. And then with the star here, this is just letting you know things are getting better energetically, physically, emotionally, mentally. Things are shaping up. This comes after the Tower in the tarot, and with this combination kind of bookending that maybe a little tougher energy of the ego and just feeling stuck or stagnant in life, this is letting you know that whatever you set your mind to and take action on, you can make that possible for yourself. And there is this potential for a new beginning in something, but it's up to you to take action on it or claim it or whatever it is that you're doing. And I really do feel this is healing your own belief systems, thought process, and patterns, specifically with how you spend your time or, your habits, your mentalities with different things. And then you can't make this stuff up. It came out again. Felix Felicitius, power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. So there's definitely going to be something happening in this next week, Brianna, that is very lucky and serendipitous to you. And it might have come on the heels or be part of this new opportunity being presented to you to overcome this limiting belief or confusion you've had going on in life. Wow. So cool. I love it. All right. So that was Brianna's questions. So let me paste my list here. And, looks like we had a couple other donations come in. And, yes, okay. So, one more donation from Jamie Wilson. And up next, we've got Michelle Lynn, who I think I'm timestamping for, so we'll keep her on the list and just read for those who are present. If Michelle, if you are present, let me know and I'll start your reading now. But she'd mentioned she's at work, so I'm pretty sure we'll kind of save her and go into Cheyenne's question. You're so welcome, Brianna. Thanks again for your lovely donations. All right, so Cheyenne, go ahead and post your question. Oh, you're hoping to get them going on YouTube. Yeah, and that's the thing, because for a while I thought, I don't have access to live streams on YouTube because I didn't have so many subscribers or something. But it's just on your phone. If you are on your laptop or your computer, you have access to that live feature. So if that's what's been holding you back, check that out. Because I think it was up till maybe February of this year, I wasn't allowed or able to go live on my my phone on this channel because I didn't have 1,000 subscribers or watch hours. I'm not sure how they calculate it, but you love these readings. I'm loving these readings too. I'm just having so much fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love doing the longer form readings as well, but there's something magic in just getting that information out quick. And I'm probably just not as quick as I probably could be, but like, whatever. I'm sure you guys appreciate the fact that I'm not too quick, right? You get more bang for your buck, I guess. All right. So Cheyenne, and I don't know if she had posted her question or if she was saying she was gonna check out of here or go somewhere else or she had to go. I'm not sure. But I do want to keep these moving. So we're gonna move to Marlene. So Marlene can go ahead and post her question. We'll get right into that. Oh, Cheyenne's here. Cheyenne's here. Love reading. That's right. That's right. See, I already knew that. You already posted that. See, this is how quickly I get confused or forget that people already posted their question. Thank you so much. And then Marlene, you can be on deck. So you can even post your question now, Marlene, and we'll get right into it after Cheyenne. So tuning into Cheyenne's energy. Love reading for Cheyenne. Okay. Ooh, okay. I see I'm picking up what you're throwing down, Spirit. Okay. So, because it might have been a while since you've been in a relationship, that you might be in your head like, oh, there's probably no one for me, or what if it never happens? And, we can all kind of get into this energy of if something that we really want isn't happening, we can really start beating ourselves up about it or, blaming ourselves or just thinking, oh, well, I guess it's just not for me then. And that's so not the case in your case at all. Like, not at all. And there might even be someone you've run into or know about already that, has come into your awareness, but you either didn't see them when you crossed paths like ships in the night, or you just weren't ready for it, or you couldn't see them in that light yet because you were focused maybe more on friendships or school. It can happen. We get focused on our career or school or whatever else is kind of in front of us. We don't see the things on the more peripheral. But with the world here, you're closing out this single cycle. I want to know when, but of course, Spirit can never just give us exactly when it's going to be. But let's just see any words of advice or wisdom on when this could possibly be. Ooh, new opportunity for love coming in, just like we got with Brianna. For her, that was just, I think, just a general opportunity. But, we're asking specifically about your love life. There's going to be an opportunity coming in. So, look, Spirit's trying to offer you this emotional cup, fulfillment, love, and this material relationship. Getting into a relationship is a physical thing. So Spirit's trying to offer you, and maybe just the timing wasn't right or something wasn't lining up, but as you really work on your spirituality, this High Priestess, any veils are going to be lifted. Any illusions you have surrounding your love life or, negative belief systems about not being worthy of love or, whatever's going on here, you're going to see to the truth of whatever is happening in your love life, see to the truth of it, and then be able to see what Spirit or the more physical world even is trying to offer you in love. And specifically for love, I want to go to this deck. It's not a love deck, but per se, but Spirit's giving me this green light over here. For Cheyenne's love life, what does she need to know? Ooh, look at this. And I love this with this Devil and High Priestess energy because the Dolomite crystal, super beautiful here. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. Yes. And what I'm getting with this too is maybe in the past you were tempted to get in relationships that just didn't have that longevity, or the person just wasn't on your spiritual wavelength or radar, or it just wouldn't have been a great fit long term, but like, oh my God, he's so cute. But that's shifting to where you're going to be able to see vibrationally and physically who is a match for you and what's meant for you. Yeah. And this is just saying, for the time being, just keep that positive outcome because it is or a positive outcome is dependent on your positive mindset. Yeah. Had one toxic relationship. Yeah. Oh man. You'd like a relationship, but you're bogged down with other things going on. Yeah. And sometimes though, that's the funny thing is sometimes when you're just in the thick of just living your life, that's when love tends to show up. When you're not looking for it, that's when it shows up. So just keep doing what feels good in the moment as far as, focusing on work, career, anything else, personal development, your spirituality, and it will come along when it's meant to. It really will. But I don't see you being single another 5 years or anything like that at all. I see this on the more soon. Like, they're showing me like, okay, this is soon. This is really far away. They're showing me like right here. So what does that mean in the grand scheme of spirit trying to give us a timeline? I don't know, but it's there. It's there. It's going to be coming in at some point. The last one was on cocaine. Apparently, I didn't know. Boy, I know how to pick them. Oh man, yeah, I sure picked a winner right before my husband. My only other real serious relationship was a real winner. So we don't have to be the product of our choices ultimately. But yeah, we all have those learning curves in relationships. That's for sure. All right, they're telling me to switch tarot decks, so that's what I'm gonna do. And we're going into Marlene's question. So we are really trucking through again. We're catching up. Okay, so Marlene, and this is the current lineup I have. Trucking right on through. So, just a general, anything Marlene's guides have to say. All right, tuning into Marlene's energy. Anything her guides have to say, please, Spirit. Ooh, we have King of Cups here. So this might be having to do with your husband. Maybe even like your just relationships with those close to you, the ones you have the biggest emotional connections to. I'm seeing come through with this. And maybe being a bit stressed. Yeah, there's that mother energy. So this is you as the role of the mother. And then maybe the husband energy is this King of Cups energy. And maybe being a bit stressed about maybe how or what. This to me feels very like holiday vibes. Like, I think we should get this daughter this present. No, I think we should get her this instead. And it's like, well, we can't probably get both because this one's pretty pricey, that one's pretty pricey. And kind of coming to an agreement. There's a coming to an agreement of something. Maybe even how you're spending the holiday, where you're spending the holiday, something to do with the holiday, or why the holiday's coming up, but it is. Woo. Yeah, and then the world, closing out cycles. So maybe you are no longer doing a specific tradition or something. And I guess someone said something about nudity on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube being a thing. So I'll just cover that up. We all know what that is. But wow, interesting. I just picked the top card off that deck and it was the achievement card, win the award, accolade, or contract. So basically, whatever power struggles might be going on, specifically surrounding the holiday and either your husband or those that you're emotionally connected to, you're gonna kind of win the argument or the award. It's like mom's light shines supreme in this case. Yeah, no plans yet for the holidays. So maybe there's a bit of struggle, like, oh, we should do this. No, let's do this. No. But ultimately people are getting on your bandwagon. This isn't like an ego trip, like, yes, I won the argument. No, this is more because your, I guess, want or need for the holiday kind of is what everyone else needs and should want, but maybe don't on just a everyday mundane level. So you're kind of winning out here. But let's see any words of advice or wisdom surrounding this scenario or just anything else Marlene needs to know in the moment right now. And there it is. Ruby, bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. And there's that emotional connection we keep going to. And then right out of this microphone, which is about the level of just your heart chakra. And this is about bless your heart. And it's kind of more almost to the throat chakra, but about that higher heart chakra. So there might be some higher heart chakra activations. And if you don't know exactly where that is, if you just follow the little divot of, right below your Adam's apple or your voice box, and then there's the clavicle like on the sides, and there's that dip there, and then just trail your fingers down. There's a little bump kind of right before the cleavage starts. There's a bump there that's called the thymus, and if you tap that, especially if you're stressed out or you feel like you're getting ill or something, you can tap that point like 10 or so times, and then come take a quick little 10 to 20-second break, and then tap it about 10 or so times. Do that about 6 rounds, and you can really reset your nervous system, your immune system, and just really, calm yourself, bring yourself back to balance, energetically, physically, emotionally, and mentally speaking. You might look a little weird walking around the living room like, Mom, what are you doing? I'm getting myself centered. But if you need to go somewhere else and do this just to kind of center yourself through any stress or anxiety, the holidays can be very fun, but also specifically for moms, a lot of moms can get really stressed out making sure everyone got the present, all the presents were ordered, all the presents arrived, or you went out and shopped for the presents, and not that it's all about presents, but then there's also meals to cook and plans to coordinate, and oh, what's going on with this kid's school program, or that kid's got this going on for school, and oh man, did you do your homework? I mean, It's a lot. Any given day, it's a lot, but like motherhood's amplified during holidays or birthdays or celebrations a lot of the time. Yeah, hard to get organized with everyone. It's something, sometimes just easier to stay home, which is what we did for Thanksgiving. Yeah. And, if that's the plan you make, I think that's maybe the path of least resistance as far as anybody having their 2 cents and then just not getting heard. And especially if this 2 cents goes against this 2 cents. And sometimes it's just making that, executive mother decision of this is what we're doing. And I guess you can like it or not. And they'll like it. They'll end up liking it. So whatever you decide to do, they're going to end up liking it. So yeah, so I guess that's a little farther out than just this week's guidance, but hey, we'll take it. Great message from Marlene. I'll do that because I will definitely benefit from it. I get too emotionally involved with things, so a reset is good. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so keep up with my list here. Next we have, oh, that's an old list. Let me go back up here. I keep forgetting to copy my new list. So hopefully I didn't miss anyone. If I pasted the wrong list and then was working off an old list, hopefully I got that. Looks like Jamie has donated for yet another question, so I will put ×2 for her. Thank you so much. Okay. So we're back to Florence. Florence gets another 2 questions. Yes. And then up on deck after that is Amy with 2 questions for her. Perfect. You're so welcome, Marlene. Thanks again for your donation. Absolutely. I'm having way too much fun, you guys. This is so fun. It's a challenge for me because I like to really sit down, take my time, allow the message to really unfold. But this way I'm kind of forced to get it going, get to the point. Since these are shorter readings. Yeah. All right. Which is kind of funny because I think as we're going along this live stream, these readings are turning more into my quote unquote 1-card pulls of the 1111 tier that I normally do. So it's almost like you're getting a deep discount on the 1111 readings that I normally do, which is cool with me. This is my way of giving back and saying thank you for being a subscriber and sharing your beautiful love and light with all of us here in the chat. It's always such a pleasure to connect with you all. All right, so Florence, and I'm not sure, I want to make sure she's here. I know she had posted her question like way up here, but let me double check for Florence. All right, we're still way up here. Need a donation for another 2 questions. So question 1, reading on romance, she is single. And then question 2 is a message for 2023. Okay, there she is. Okay. So let's get a question for Florence or a reading question on romance. Tuning into Florence's energy. Anything she needs to know? She's single. She just wants to know what's going on in romance in now and in the near future. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see that maybe you're feeling that singlehood right now. And it doesn't feel, great, especially like when we all want someone to love during the holidays or this time of year can be, like I was saying earlier, it can be very difficult for certain people. Other people are just like in their zone during the holidays, but other people, it can trigger, just missing those who've crossed over or, getting together with toxic family can sometimes be a thing. So a lot of times it's this time of year that can really bring out our own insecurity, our own lack, our own just whatever we've got going on mentally. And that might be the case right now. But I see you're maybe resting for a bit in this whole department of love because you are focusing on really up-leveling yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, just really figuring out what you want in the material world, in the spiritual world. What is it that Florence wants? So you're doing some healing. You're really on this inner journey. And I see maybe by mid-2023, that's kind of the message they're giving me. There will be someone coming in. This person may be a year or 2 under you, or just slightly younger than you. If this is not like physical years, this is like soul years. Like you're the more evolved soul or the older soul of the 2 of you. If this person is physically, year-wise older than you in this life, it could be, soul-wise. Because sometimes that age doesn't quite register with spirit. They're like, oh yeah, it's younger, but like this person's 10 years older than me, but they are a younger soul. Okay, I get it. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, there is definitely someone in your future. Let's just see if we can get any guidance for Florence on her single journey toward bringing in a partner. Ooh, look at this. We have the Rubelite with passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. And I think for the time being, that is not your love life so much as maybe your aura spray business or your connection with soul sisters, soul family, and just trying to figure out, what you want to be when you grow up, and should I stay in this country or move to this country, or what should I do? You're really figuring and fine tuning your own life right now. And as you do that and continue to embark on this beautiful passion and purpose in your just personal life, that's when love is going to sneak up on you. And I just saw July, July 2023. But again, Spirit can be funny with their timelines, and it could be July 2024, July 2025. Like, we just never know. Or it could be just not July at all. It could be January 2023. Like, timelines, I always say take with a very tiny pinch of a grain of salt on my channel, because sometimes they can be completely on point, and other times they're like, what? That came and went. That never happened. Because time is such a hard thing for Spirit to nail down for us, because our free will can really stretch that timeline or expand that timeline or condense that timeline down in. So I hope that resonated. But for the time being, I think you're just focused on yourself. But again, like we were saying with Cheyenne, a lot of times when we're hyper focused on our own lives, our own self, the development of our souls, and just all that stuff we got going on, that's when love will sneak in and sneak up on us almost. So it's when we're hyper focused on love and just really wanting love that we almost just push it away, like those two magnets that push each other away rather than attract. But the best word of advice is just to focus on you and what you've got going on, and love will find you along the way. So I hope that resonated. And then she just also wanted a message for 2023. And on deck, up next, we've got Amy ×2. So you can go ahead and post your questions, Amy, and we'll get right into those after Florence's question. Tuning once again into Florence's energy for 2023. What does she need to know? And there it is. I'm going to take a quick drink of water before we flip the cards and do the big reveal. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Lovers. Yes. Look at that. We also have the death card, so that's always fun to have. Not really, but kind of. And then the Knight of Pentacles. So there's more Knight energy. Again, going with this younger feeling. And with the death energy here, this does not have to be anyone's physical death. This to me feels like the death of one version of Florence to be embodying and rebirthed in this new, lighter, freer version of yourself. So you're letting go of something you once identified yourself as. This could be, the area that you live in. This could be the job that you do. Could even just be how you saw yourself on the inside. You're just leveling up so much, really overcoming a lot of bad habits or just things that aren't really good for you that you do kind of on a daily to weekly to monthly basis. You're overcoming some bad habits, or maybe toxic products that you're using. You're swapping those out for products that are less toxic or non-toxic, that are organic, that are healthy for you. You're really overcoming something. I'm going to get a clarifier on that death just to see if we can get any more nugget of wisdom for Spirit out of this. Yeah, look at that. You're pouring out that old version into something else so that you can free up room for that higher light, that higher version. Allow more of your beautiful soul essence to come online and really embody. But one of the best ways you're going to do this is to slowly but steadily try new things. Put yourself out there. Start something new. If there's something new that you've already started, just keep going on this journey. But this is a progressive energy. This is slow and steady, tortoise or turtle energy. Slow and steady will win you this race. Yet is the slowest moving knight here. But it's also the most stable and secure because it really takes its time to develop. So, 2023 for you, Florence, is going to be this year of really developing and progressing into what it is you're doing. So there's no rush here. And I think that kind of timeline or clock that seems for many of us seems to be somehow ticking in the background. Like, I got to do it now. I got to do it now. It kind of almost just disappears or dissipates into the background for you in 2023, Florence. Specifically after about May through the rest of 2023. But then you have courage and bravery. So yeah, this is just being that courageous, person, being your most courageous self to step into these higher aspects of yourself. Because it can be sad to lose that, to have that death of one version of ourselves, even though we know it needs to go and it's just not serving us. we're used to it. And, even those changes that we want to make, yes, they're exciting and they're fun and they're expansive, but at the same time, there can be this bittersweetness to it. Think of a college graduation or a wedding. Yes, it's very happy. Oh my gosh, you accomplished the thing you set out to do. But then it almost just gives you this whole new beginning. Like, now what? Now what? Now what do I do? I'm going to miss my college friends. I'm going to miss the single life, whatever it is. But you're stepping into this higher version of yourself in 2023 for sure. But it's going to take that courage and bravery. And he is a very courageous knight. He doesn't just swoop in and try to save the day. He swoops in ever so slowly, assesses the situation, and cuts things off before they become a problem. And of course, saves the day also, but in a much different and more calculated way than, say, the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords would do. So I hope that resonated, Florence. All right, so up next, we've got Amy, and she has her questions out, so we're going to go right into those. So energy, ooh, I love these questions. All right, energy for the rest of 2022. Thank you so much, Florence. I appreciate that. I will let her know. So tuning into Amy's energy, the rest of 2022. Ooh, King of Pentacles. There's some abundance. There's just feeling really connected. Ooh, look at this. Really connected with your passions and any projects that you've got going on, in your personal life or around your home. Look at this. There's communication. There's news about something very exciting coming in, but also a lot of wish fulfillment. So there's something maybe you had worked for or really been putting a lot of time, effort, attention into that is going to start to really gain some traction for you for the rest of the year. And with the Page of Swords, again, this might even be you sharing something on social media or finding out about something on social media or someone texting you, calling you, letting you know about a new opportunity that's going to maybe bring in some like emotional happiness. Because, the Nine of Cups, yes, it's all about wish fulfillment. But one of the greatest treks that so many of us or journeys so many of us are on in this life is just to find happiness, whatever that looks like for us, finding that happiness. And you're going to be able to find and kind of wring out the last little bit of 2022, all the last little drops of happiness you can get. Because I have a feeling with all these little, clusters of flowers sprouting up, I'm already tuning into the energy of your next reading. But it feels to me there's something you're growing. You're planting these new seeds and you're watching them grow. And so this is almost like this energy is going to continue into 2023 for you and kind of be the starting or jumping off point for 2023. But let's just see anything else she needs to know about 2022 itself. Ooh, you got a couple. You got 3 cards. So reveal what needs to be seen. So a lot of times we can't fix what we don't know is broken. That's the kind of energy they're giving me. So really tuning into, what do you feel your flaws are or the things you want to change in your life, the bad habits you want to overcome. That is such a thing. And especially going into 2023, so many of us are going to be examining ourselves from the inside out because that universal year number 7 is all about introspection and doing what's in our highest good, not just for our selfish reasons, but for our soul's expansion. That's so beautiful. So reveal what needs to be seen. That's what you're doing the rest of this year to really set yourself on a good foot for 2023. And then with detoxify, this is you, again, kind of facing those maybe bad habits or things you do that aren't really contributing to your goals, your wishes, your dreams, your desires, that you're kind of cleaning house, so to speak. You might literally be cleaning house, cleaning your energy field, clearing your, what you're consuming, not just food and water, but also, what you're consuming online, what you're consuming for media. And we also have a 10 to the details. So you're really paying attention to the details to really set yourself up for a nice 2023 is what I see for the rest of 2022. So you're really setting the stage this last month and couple days of 2022 for a beautiful 2023. So let's see, all that being said, for Amy Lynn, what she can expect for 2023. So I'm going to put all these away real quick. Oh, thank you so much. I knew I was missing someone. I knew it. Thank you so much. So Brandy, Lynn, and then we got 3 there. Okay. Oh, and my battery is about to go out, so I was I was planning ahead. We're going to change her out real quick. So we're going to see a black screen for about 2 seconds, and then we're going to get into Amy Lynn's next question. Sorry, anyone with headphones? I forgot to do the battery beeping warning. Hopefully it didn't hurt anyone's ears. Okay, and we're back. Almost set back up in a nice way. We'll get everything prettified in about 2 seconds. I'm going to definitely have to refocus the camera, so stand by for about a second. Okay. I have to make that autofocus go away because it will put a box on the screen here and there. Oh, there's a corner of my laptop. All right. No, we don't want the laptop in there. I hope we're centered enough. Okay. I'm going to charge this bad boy. I don't think we're going to need it, but we might. You never know. I have 3 batteries, so we'll just keep playing musical chairs with the batteries on the charger if we need to. All right. So, yes, for Amy Lynn, for 2023, tuning back into Amy Lynn's energy. And let me really quickly update the list so you guys know where we're at. So Kirsten will be on deck. And that is what we're working with Brandy Lynn on the board. Okay. Brandy Lynn and 2 mystery people. All right. Oh, I gotta push record. That'll help. Sorry. Hopefully we're good now. Okay. So for Amy Lynn, 2023, what does she need to know? Ooh. Yeah, they got something to say about 2023. I'm already feeling this big level up. All right. Yes, the Fool, starting something new. 3 of Pentacles, possibly working in conjunction with other people or collaborating in some way. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady energy. Page of Swords that are there that came out in your other reading. So yeah, definitely news that you're possibly getting in 2022 is going to carry over into 2023. This could even be good new ideas as well. And then the 6 of Pentacles, so balancing of energy, philanthropy, you being able to help others, others being able to help you. I'm really seeing this specifically for you, Amy, as spiritual support, spiritual guidance. Not that they're not already there and haven't already been there, but you're just asking them to collaborate more in your reality than you had in the past. And I can't quite see this one, so I never know how I'm going to set anything up. So we just roll with it. Okay. Yeah, this is you asking and being more intentional about asking your guides for help, for wisdom. Oh no, it says my connection is unstable. Hopefully we can see something. It doesn't feel like risky behavior, but this risk, you're putting yourself out there in a maybe more vulnerable way, but it's going to pay off in such a big way for you because you're going to find people that are on your wavelength, maybe like soul family, soul sister, soul brother kind of energy. And again, this could have to do with some sort of online platform, social media, or just being more in communication in 2023 with the people that you love, people that you vibe with, than say you were in 2022 and maybe even years past. Okay. So what else for 2023 for Amy Lynn, please? Spirit, what does she need to know? Any advice or guidance for 2023? And we have here Earth energy. So ask the element of Earth for grounding, stability. Oh, and stability and strength in times of chaos. I can't read. But yeah, that's that Knight of Pentacles. Such grounded, earthy energy, stability, and strength in times of chaos. Yes, there might be a lot going on because the energies of 2023 very introspective, but a lot of times as we look inward and gain our own power back, the external world's going to get real chaotic because these systems can't operate when people are in their sovereignty. These systems cannot and will not operate when people start reclaiming their own power and instead of giving it away to these systems and society and governments. But that's us being asked to double down in 2023, all of us, but specifically you, Amy, on what you know is grounding and stable and strength for you in these times of external worldwide chaos. And then we have happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. Yes, we've already been tuning into that. And the same with the 6 of Pentacles, stable connections to your your soul family, your soul team, your tribe, your guides, any crossed over loved ones that you feel are acting as spirit guides for you as well. You're getting clear confirmations in 2023 that they are with you as well. Wow, so powerful. Lots of new beginnings and good stuff coming in for Amy Lynn in 2023. And then this one came out again. A joyful, stable partnership and good friends. Wow, yes, can't make that up. All right. So up next was Kirsten. Yeah, I keep stopping. I keep saying stable or connection unstable, I should say. Yeah, I don't know if that's my internet or because I was talking about certain things. Sometimes they'll throttle the feed. I don't know. I just never know exactly what's going on. All right, so Kirsten's turn. Go ahead and post your question, my dear. We'll get right into that. And then on deck, we will have Get to Leka. And then NC will be right after Get to Leka. So take a drink of my water. Oh, NC paid for 2. Thank you for letting me know. Alrighty. Let's see. I might have already had that in one and just didn't copy it over. I'm not sure. All right. There we have it. Okay, any messages from Kirsten's grandma, please? All right, tune in. Kirsten's energy. Any messages from her grandma? All right. So we have the Hermit and the 2 of Swords. I did want to get one more. Why I just did 2. Your grandma's funny. She's kind of showing up like energetically as like Sophia. So I don't know if she was on the shorter side, like short and maybe had close cropped hair, specifically in her older years. Wow, she's funny too. She's got a sense of humor, that's for sure. Hermit, she wants you to know that it's okay right now to be alone, just in your own energy, while you figure things out, because this is that 2 of Swords energy of maybe just being a little unclear about what to do, what steps to take, what decisions to make. It's not because you don't have the ability or the talent to follow through on these decisions. It's just the decisions and the options are so widely varied for you that it's so difficult to just pin one down and say, okay, let's go for it. But your grandma is acting as a spirit guide for you that is coming in to help you balance this more chaotic and confused energy. So if you are feeling confused, you can even just say in your mind or out loud, hey, grandma, I would love some clarity on this. Or, hey, can you help me figure this out? And she will absolutely show up through, just that loving support, just through your own thoughts. But she'll also send you a lot of signs, symbols, and synchronicities. And she's also showing Archangel Gabriel coming in. She utilizes Archangel Gabriel to come through with very clear guidance for you. Because I don't know if she's passed maybe in the last 10 years, because to me, like 10 years is a quote unquote recent passing, not like super recent, but like recent enough. But she's showing me that, because she's a more recently passed over soul, sometimes it's difficult for them to facilitate a connection or to really work, but she is working as a spirit guide to you. So she's showing me like these little trainings she's going through on the other side. This is not literally what she's doing, but because she's so funny, she's showing me like her as like a Sophia Petrillo kind of character with like this like sweatband over her head, like forehead, and like her jumping hurdles and like being super fast. Like she's so funny. Oh no, my apologies for that. We will try to remedy that if for some reason, a lot of times on the playback, like once I am no longer live and you go back, a lot of times it will play through solidly. I'd say 9 times out of 10, there are those one-off weird times that it just doesn't come through. And Amy, if that is the case, let me know. And on my next live stream, I will pick you up and do another 2023 reading. Okay. I'm just hoping everything just kind of stays stable and solid here. But yeah, she's really showing her going through the paces to be able to show up for you even stronger. And there's another female in your family that is on your generational line. So either that's a sister or a cousin. someone on your generational line that she's showing up for, as well as a spirit guide. But those are the only two she's showing that she's working with. But let's see any other messages she has for Kirsten. Yeah, being able to balance out that chaotic energy and just being able to be alone right now in your own energy to be able to make those decisions and do what's best for you. And then successful career. So she wants you to know that a happy working environment, a happy working environment and pay raises and promotions are coming your way. And she's showing me in your career. So keep going, keep taking those steps you're guided to take. She's going to show up as best as she can. But a lot of times you'll have to ask her for help and clarity and guidance, and she'll be able to much clearly and quicker come through and help you. But also, if you're feeling like, I want to really, really deeply connect to grandma, you can also call in Archangel Gabriel to help facilitate the connection and make it stronger. And it's very interesting. We were kind of having stability issues on this connection as we were starting your reading. So maybe literally us asking Archangel Gabriel right now to come help strengthen the connection online and, telepathically and spiritually to really get these messages out to those that need to hear them without confusion and it breaking up and glitching out and whatever it does. Yeah. Oh no. Well, hopefully it works. But if not, again, I will pick you up next time. But to me, there was a new beginning coming in for you, and basically a continuation of the end reading of 2022, if I'm remembering correctly, Amy Lynn, for you in 2023, and overcoming some, just like bad habits and stuff. Tuning into that universal year number 7 energy. All right. You're so welcome. Absolutely. And Get to Leka is next. She's already got her question out. Look at her go. All right. We're cooking through once again. So Get to Leka wants to know what is coming up in 2023. Oh no, 30 days. I had it like hidden and then I just assumed 2023. 30 days, 30 days. Well, technically, we're still in 2022 in 30 days, but what is coming up in the next 30 days? So between now and the next 30 days, basically closing out this year for Get to Leka, there might be some sort of, I don't know if you're doing some sort of office party or get together, gathering. This could even be family. People that you want to spend time with, I'm seeing, rather than just people you feel obligated to be around, is more the vibe I'm getting here. But there might be some stress going on at work, which I think is just kind of a theme with you at work. I don't know that it's the work itself that's stressful, but just the chaos of having so many people on such different vibrations in and out of your energy field all day around the office. And I think that's just something you're really looking to balance over these next, 30 days. But you're really speaking your voice, speaking your truth. There's something that you're getting off your chest, even if this is you just saying, friend over there in cubicle 7, you mean a lot to me. Or, hey, mom and dad, thank you so much for always being there for me. And just really speaking, we think things a lot, but actually speaking those beautiful thoughts we have of others out to them to really give them that boost and let them know they're doing a great job doing whatever it is they are doing. And maybe even, pointing out to certain chaotic coworkers, hey, you're doing a great job at this. Just pointing out their good aspects could really help you kind of overcome or overlook some of those more chaotic things. Or, that person always drops the ball, or they always leave me to clean up the mess of this one thing. And of course, when we focus on that, of course, it's a reality. So focusing in on it, obviously it is a reality. So we're allowed to focus on it. But when we can just get caught in that focus, like that's all they do is leave this for me, leave this for me, leave this for me, we can really start to resent them. And I see you working through that by kind of balancing out some of this more resentful energy with certain people you work with really pointing out, even if you're not saying it directly to them, but you're saying it in your head, well, at least they do this one thing really well, and they're very prompt in answering emails when I have a question, and, kind of balancing out the things that they don't do well with the things they do well, so that it doesn't feel so heavy all the time when you deal with their energy. Let's just see anything else for the next 30 days for Get to Leka. And it's very interesting too with the Knight of Swords. I don't know if you whistle to your birds, but they're showing me like you singing with your birds or to your birds, or whistling to your birds, singing to your birds. But that's like a source of joy for you. Singing songs to your birds is so fun. Or maybe you just really enjoy them singing to you as well. or you kind of chirp back in as best of a way as you can to communicate with them. That's so pretty. That's such cute energy. I love that. But then we have here safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. So if you are going on any journeys or travels the next 30 days, you're going to be safe and protected while you're on your trip and as you go about your trip, if that's you. If you're traveling anywhere for the holidays, or even if this is just back and forth to work, you're very safe and protected as you travel. Like we need one more. Oh, you play mouth organ. There you go. That is so fun. I bet they'd love that. They love that. And then we have forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. And again, I'm going right back to that work energy. This has to do with coworkers and maybe even extended family if, you're just still kind of worrying or wishing that they could show up better, kind of treat you the way you treat them energy. You're finding ways to forgive them. It's a gift you give yourself. But at the same time, making sure you're actually working through that repressed anger or that repressed resentment or just, kind of disappointment in them. Because a lot of times, it's very interesting because I've never heard this anywhere, but recently, because it's like I've tried to forgive everyone in my past that's done this or that or whatever and thank them for the lesson in the journey. But some of that that I've done, work that I've done, I felt like recently that I've kind of had to either redo it or actually do it for the first time because it's me saying, well, oh, I forgive you, without actually doing that deep inner work to work through the issues that were created in the energetic, connection, whatever it was. Instead, I'm like, oh, let's just fix this, but oh, I'll forgive you. Instead of me actually addressing the root cause of whatever we went through as a, relationship or a situation or whatever it was. So forgiveness is all well and good, but make sure, and this is maybe more of a collective message and also Get to Lekka's message, but make sure you've actually done that inner work to reach the stage of forgiveness, because forgiveness is kind of the last, like the cherry on top of being finished with an energy and healing from it completely. Of course, we can peel through and forgive in layers as well. But sometimes we might think, well, I forgave that person and that and that and that, but why is all this coming back up? Because there's still more work to do. So that could be a message, not only for Get to Lekka, but others of you out there that maybe thought, well, I've already forgiven that person. Why is all this stuff from the past coming back? Or why am I repeating old cycles with new people from this old person that I thought I forgave and moved on from? That's why. That's why. And no other people that I know of are talking about this, but just for forgiving to get on to the next is such a spiritually bypassing kind of energy. I know it's like I just want to be done with this. Well, I've done these things enough, but sometimes it could just be a lot. Yeah, maybe forgetting it is easier than forgiveness. Why to keep someone on my mind who's not making me feel good? Yeah, but the reason that some of these things come up is so that we can heal them. When they're close to the surface, they are ripe for the healing, ripe for the picking. Let's pick this out. We don't have to attach to it, dissect it, really become a detective on it. We can just allow ourselves to feel, when that person didn't return my good nature or my good favor to them, that really hurt my feelings. Just allow yourself to feel the hurt feelings and then just let it flow with the intention of healing, of course, underlying all of it, because our intention can really amplify the healing process. Just allowing yourselves to feel and move on is part of the journey. But intending to heal as we feel through it is another way we can really amplify our healing and our growth. So I think that the last part of your reading, Get to Lekka, kind of turned into a collective message for everybody out there. But yeah, I hope you all could benefit from that, and just knowing that just because you've forgiven someone and now somehow they're back on your radar, or you're going through similar cycles with different people, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just there's maybe a little more work to do. And it's not like you have to go digging for it either. That's something is like, well, I got to dig out all these skeletons in my closet. And it's usually when that stuff is already at the surface, you're already feeling the emotion, you're kind of getting intuitive hits about what this could be. That's when it's time to heal. You don't have to go searching for things to heal. When they're close to the surface, that's the perfect time to heal, feel, let go, release, whatever word you want to put to it. So it's not like we have to be in constant, healing mode where we're searching and digging deeper, deeper, deeper. There are seasons of life where that's absolutely needed and good, but not all the time. It can burn us out so much if we're just constantly trying to dig deeper and heal when maybe we're meant to just be present in the moment and focus on what we're doing right now. So yeah, Totally. Okay, NC, you are next. Go ahead and post your questions. We'll get right into that. And then up next is Brandy Lynn and her two mystery people that we are allowing Spirit to select. That's what we're doing. All right. So NC times 2. I'm going to update my list here on the back end as well and double check that no other donations have come through. Nope, we have another one coming in. 2 more. I think it's from Brianna, but let me double check because it cut it off. Yes, Brianna. Okay. So 2 more for Brianna. I will add you to my list as well. Okay. Right. I think we're caught back up again. Okay. You're so welcome. Absolutely. Okay, so NC has their first question out. So general reading for 2023. And then the next question will be who's coming toward me in love. Awesome. Okay. So the general for 2023 for NC, please Spirit, tuning into NC's energy. General for 2023. One more. Really paint a picture here. What's going in? What's going on? So we have Knight of Swords again. We've got 7 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. So what I'm already getting from this is like feeling a bit overwhelmed. Maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed with the level of, like they're showing me like text message, like you're trying to focus on something around the house and your phone keeps going off. Text message, text message, text message, or notification on Facebook, notification over here, notification over there. And it's almost like sensory overload. And what Spirit is showing is you rising above the sensory overload by intentionally shutting off certain notifications on your phone if that's something that comes up constantly, or letting people know, hey, between this hour and this hour, I'm not available to talk. I'm just, trying to focus on me. This really is speaking your truth or speaking, what you're going to experience or what you expect in the future into existence. But this is about communicating better with those in your life so it doesn't come to any kind of misunderstanding or you feeling like you have to defend yourself. This is you just right out of the gate in every instance, every circumstances, every, communication exchange you have is letting people know where you're coming from. And sometimes if you're someone who just kind of allows the communication to just kind of, you don't really communicate as much, that can feel almost like a culture shock of almost over communication to you. But there is going to be something offered to you that you're kind of over some of these old offers or old energies, old connections, and you're ready for something new. And I really want to tune into this new energy for NC in 2023. Look at this, 6 of Swords. Yeah, you're healing something from the past. You're saying goodbye maybe to some connections from your past or just closing out old cycles from your past. This could even be bad habits. That's such a theme for 2023 is overcoming the things that are holding us back, because next year we're really tuning into what is in my highest good. Well, eating fast food every night or, going through the coffee line or going to the bar every night is not in our highest good. Even someone who is just doing all the right things, but they're doing this one thing that they know is not good for them, it can bring all the rest of what that good work they're doing down. Again, not to say you can't treat yourself once in a while, but you are moving away or moving on from someone or something in 2023 for sure. This could even be a physical move or even travel, but also meeting new people online. 6 of Swords is my internet card. So you're doing more online, but again, balancing out all your online activity with not being bombarded with notifications and texts and all this when you're not online. Such a big message coming through for you for 2023 is to kind of simplify maybe some of the platforms you visit or kind of limit certain screen time. And also with the yellow jasper, control issues. So utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. So yeah, and a lot of times we can't even if we wanted to and tried, we can't even control our own lives 100%. Like there's just no way. There's too many external forces at play or going on that we can only really control our reactions to what's going on external to us and even internal to us at times. But you're really going to use this year of 2023 NC to allow things to flow more. Yes, you're being preemptive and communicating what you want, what you expect out of things, and setting your proper intentions, but allowing if things don't go 100% according to plan, just kind of flowing with it rather than resisting whatever's trying to change or shift or come in for you. Yeah. So that is the 2023 message. So we're going to move on to your second question of who is coming toward you in love in 2023. All right. And I'm going to go back to the Modern Witch Tarot. Telling me it's time to shift decks once again. Clearing the deck. Okay. So for NC, tuning into NC's energy, who is coming toward NC in love in 2023. Get a read on this person's energy. All right. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Okay, so you might even be worried a little bit. For the most part, this is the other person's energy, but I'm also reading because relationships really are mirrors of each other. You may be even in fear or stressed out about not having a relationship a bit. But again, continuing or piggybacking on your other reading we just did, you're moving away from someone or something that is no longer emotionally fulfilling to you. And you leaving that situation behind, moving on, is going to open space for someone new to come in. So even if this is you, going back to like the social media example. So even if you're like keeping tabs on your exes on social media and like going to their social media, energetically speaking, you're still very much connected in what they've got going on. So that's kind of taking place of your love life for now. But when you can move on, move away, cut cords from the past, stop stressing about, and of course, if you're not doing that, that's just an example coming through. You can apply that example to your love life in different ways. But that's just a specific example Spirit's giving me. I don't always interpret things exactly 100% to what your specific thing is. So if you're not looking on or kind of keeping tabs on people from your past, then this has something more to do with the energies that are still connected, that you can easily do the cord cutting or cord removal and then go on your merry way. But if you are someone who's actively putting attention in, where your attention goes, your energy will flow. So that's almost giving this big sign to the universe that I'm taken, because I'm spending time looking at someone else's, still in those old connections, still worrying about them, still trying to even process, like if you had a recent breakup, or you still just aren't over an ex quite possibly, or just something from the past maybe keeping you in a cycle or a loop. But look, we have the Strength card. So whatever it is that you might have been held back with your love life, in 2023, you're overcoming that. So if that is you really acting intentionally and not going to certain websites or social medias, or not to say though, if you are friends with an ex, and this doesn't even have to just be in your love life, someone from your past that you are really no longer, in a specific connection with, but you're still having to be a coworker or, an ex that's now a friend, it doesn't mean you have to cut those connections off that way. Just the way that they once were, that they are no longer, you're finding ways to heal and remove that energy so that you can have this clean slate for 2023. And then what else? Any other words of advice or wisdom for love? And who is coming? Who specifically is coming? This person might be a Leo, but they also have some water and air in their chart as well. But look here, healthy communication in relationships. So heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood with Aqua Aura Quartz. Wow. So that is exactly what we were talking about in your other reading for 2023, of being able to really communicate in your connections, especially if you've had trouble communicating or really expressing your emotions. You're working through this. There's no need, or, you don't have to go down this road of feeling anxious. You can actually, because you know this ahead of time, nip that in the bud by doing whatever you need to do to, again, not control everything, but be in control of how you respond to what's coming in. These two readings are very tied together that we've just done for you, NC. So I think the other 2023 reading could really benefit your love reading, and your love reading could benefit your 2023 reading. It's like a circle. It's like a cycle. Yeah, I think I just want to get one more. What else? And forgiveness heals. So that collective message that we had come through at the end of Gitaleka's question right before your 2023 reading also applies to you. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. And also those connections. Letting go of those connections from your past, walking away from them, still sending them love and, hoping the best for them, but going your own way is definitely going to free up space for you to have someone to love and to hold in 2023. I see it as a potential, but not a guarantee for love in 2023, but it's a big potential for you. If you can do this inner work and kind of clear the space of past connections, you absolutely can bring someone new. And there's someone come in. They don't necessarily have to be a Leo sun, but this could be a Leo moon, a Leo rising, or maybe they have a stellium or a lot of planets in Leo or a lot of fire energy, but I'm also seeing air and water energy as well. So whatever resonates most with that. Yes, I've been actively leaving someone who's unhealthy communicator behind. Yes, you're doing it. You're taking those full steps in 2023 to stand in your own power. That is huge for you, NC. You're going to see such a major shift to just your anxiety and stress levels on the daily because of leaving this toxic relationship behind. This is huge for you. So huge. And not settling for anything less than what you know you deserve in every single relationship in your life. That is huge. All right. So thanks again for your donation. It was lovely to read for you. Okay. So Brandy Lynn, we've got you up. Yay. So we're going to do Brandy Lynn's question first, and then we're going to allow Spirit to allow whoever needs their question answered to get that question answered. So whoever is in the chat here after Brandy Lynn's question, let me fix that. Whoever is in the chat, I will ask you at that point to go ahead and post your question, and we're going to allow Spirit. Even if you've already paid for a reading, had a couple readings already, don't hold back. Don't be shy. This is open because Brandy Lynn has donated for everybody who is here or anyone who is here to get a reading. That was so sweet and so lovely. So, he comes back and ghosts me. He comes back and ghosts me. So I just stopped it. That perfect. Big round of applause, NC. You are taking your power back. And that, especially if this person has narcissistic tendencies, because one of the most narcissistic things someone can do is just completely ghost someone. Like how, wow. Unless this person is completely toxic and you're saving yourself, absolutely. But it doesn't sound like you're toxic in that way, that this person has to completely save themselves. But yeah, one of the worst things someone can do, especially to someone who is so loving and open and ready to receive that communication, is to just ghost them. It's like such a form of manipulation. It's not good. But there are those specific instances that do require ghosting, like a stalking situation. It's just best not to engage, obviously. But for someone so open-hearted, not to say you're perfect, NC, because no one is, but I really pick up on your energies being very open-hearted and loving and just wanting the best for this person, even though they've done you like this. Like, you still want what's best for them. I can feel that. Maybe not on so much the ego level, but like deep down, you still want what's best for this person, even though they've been crappy to you. It's just, ugh. But you have a good heart and you deserve someone who's going to return that beautiful, loving energy to you. May that person bless you this next year. I can feel it. All right. Never expect a question for donations, but since you asked, what useful stuff can Spirit pull from my past lives? Quickie style. I love it. You mentioned something about pulling something up from my past life in my project. That's right. Let's see if we can pull up anything from Brandy Lynn's past life that could aid her in her project specifically. Ooh, there's that. Wow. Something with the mother character in your story. Or if this doesn't apply to this story, this could be a future story coming in, but this is a past life where you yourself were the mother figure. There was a lot of stress surrounding your child. Your child wasn't sleeping through the night. They were actually having like demonic entity attachment coming in. And again, this is past life. This is not your children in this life. And I don't see that either. They're showing me two children that were actually having this affliction go on. And neither of these children are your children in this life. But very interesting. The daughter in this life was actually your father in this life. So your father in this life was your daughter in this life, other life, past life, that you were helping. But you just tuned into your own inner guidance. Because back then, they're showing me like this was way, way back. Way, 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 way back. They're showing me like modern day, what we'd call Scandinavia. And you didn't have Google back then to just go on and, how do I get rid of demonic possessions and entities going on in my house? But yeah, there was a major decision. You guys actually So you help. There was another lady in the town that was very, I guess we'll call her witchy and woo woo, that came in to assist the mother, you in this past life, with a big decision. There was a big decision to, this was actually a banishing spell that you guys did to clear the area of entity attachments, because there was a dark portal open in this area that was allowing all of these dark entities to come in. And of course, they will prey on the children, which are the easiest target. And it wasn't just your children. This was a thing in, like, the whole village was dealing with this. Your protag's mother can be described as 9 of Swords. Okay, so then this might apply to the current project you're working on. So I don't know if she's trying to banish any darkness or anything like that. But this could even just be ideas for a future future project. Um, banishing darkness. Banishing darkness is really the theme here. And you guys were able to overcome that. Why is this doing this? Movie recording has been stopped. Okay, we get it, but slow card. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. We'll see any other words of guidance or wisdom. Oh no, I don't know, Amy. We will try to figure this out. We have your control issues, so specifically for this project, I think it's coming through that just allow, if you're hitting any kind of writer's block, just allow it to flow, but also pertaining to the storyline or the plot. Why? I might have to address my camera. Um, the storyline or the plot, like in the story, the mother is releasing some control issues, maybe even specifically around a romantic connection. If she doesn't have a romantic connection in the story, then this has to do with her family. But utilize your God given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. So, wherever this mother character is feeling out of control, or like someone else is controlling or overpowering her and her family, she's taking her power back. Oh, I love that. That's cool. I'm actually going to take out my memory card or see if I can clear up space that way real quick. Let me see.